Welcome to Design with Miyoshi. Today we're going to make a part, then we're going to make a drawing, and then we'll make on a different video, we'll make another part and another drawing, and then another part and another drawing, and so on and so forth until we get all the parts to make a toy semi-truck and then a toy trailer, and then we'll put them together in a couple different assemblies, actually several assemblies, and then put them together to make the whole thing. So here we go. We're going to make a new part. But first, I want to thank Northwest Technical Products for sponsoring this video. If you are part of an educational institution in Washington, Alaska, Oregon, Idaho, or Montana, contact Northwest Technical Products for all your SolidWorks and other technical needs. Thanks, Andrew, and all the crew at Northwest Technical Products. So I'll just go to part. There's the part. Hit OK. And I'm going to make sketch just like always. Oops, not sketch. I'm going to make this one on the right plane. All right, so all I'm going to do is make a circle and then a dimension the next circle. And we're going to make that circle 3/8 of an inch in diameter. Okay, so this is going to be what would be a wooden dowel. And then all I'm going to do is extrude boss face. And what we want to do is not the line, we want to do mid-plane extrusion. We're going to do that 4 inches. Okay, so it's a long, thin dowel there. I did okay. Now, we don't just want the dowel because if you, we want the axle not to move back and forth, side to side in its location where it's going to be on the semi. So what we're going to do, we're going to make another sketch here. And we're going to put this on, that was on the right plane, so we'll put this on the front plane. And then we want to go to the front plane. So let's go to the front plane. I like this icon better. Oh no, I didn't make this on the right plane. So that's actually good. It's a good teaching moment. So I put this sketch on the wrong plane. I like the sketch. So I put the, not this sketch. Oh, come on. Hello. Yes, I get impatient sometimes with my software. So I will click on the triangle by boss face, or boss extrude one, and then I'll click on the sketch one. And the second icon, the first icon is edit sketch. And if you right click, you get some different options. If you left click, you'll get just these options. But you get edit sketch plane. So I want to change the sketch plane of that first sketch, and I want it, instead of the front plane, I want it to be on the right plane. Okay, I'll click on right plane here. Oops, right plane, and hit the OK. And now I changed it so that now I'm going to make a new sketch on a different plane, on the front plane. So that's a nice thing to do. Just know that you can't do that from the boss extrude one. So if I right click or left click on boss extrude one, notice I only have an edit feature or edit sketch. And so if I want to change the face or the plane that the sketch is made on, you have to left click or right click, and the second icon is edit sketch plane. And then you can do what I just did, change the plane, whatever you need to. But I already did that, and I'm happy. All right, now we'll make a new sketch. So we'll go sketch, and oops, sorry. I was selected, I had this sketch selected, so I want to not have that sketch selected. Let's just do something else, anything else. All right, so let's go to sketch, and I'm going to make a new, I have to select the plane. So I'm going to go to the front plane, and now I'll make my sketch. So in order to keep my little axle from going left and right here in my view, I'm going to make just a couple lines here. So I'm going to make a line, vertical line, horizontal line, and then vertical line. And it doesn't really matter that this guy is above my line for my axle. So I'll do that. On the other one, I'm going to do the same thing over here, but I'm going to make it coincident with that. Well, I was going to make it coincident with that. So I will make it coincident in a moment. So I just made a rectangle. And what I want to do is I want to make this guy, it's going to be from the center to this line is going to be 2¼ inches. So 2.25 inches. Oops, wrong. How long did I make that? I must have made that. You know, the nice thing about SolidWorks is when you mess up, I'll go edit sketch, and I'll come back to here, and I want to edit the feature. So I click on that, edit the feature. I wanted to make this 6, not 4. I'm sorry about that. So 6 inches. Hit OK. Go to the sketch. So I'll click on sketch 3 and edit the sketch. And all I want to do, yep, 2¼ is where I want it. And then I'll make another smart dimension, and I'll go from the center to that edge again. And again, I'll make that 2¼ And I want to make it really thin, so I'll go from side to side here. Now I just want it to be 1/8 of an inch. And I'll do the same thing over here. Actually, I might want to make it a little bit bigger than 1/8 of an inch, but I will just do 1/8. And on this side, we're going to make it, let's see here. We're going to make it about, 1/16 of an inch deep. And the same thing over here. And I can make, instead of dimensioning that, I'll add a relation and make this line and this line collinear. So now they're the same height. Now the other thing I could do, I want to do over here, is instead of this guy being here, I'll get rid of that coincident. Oops, I'm in relations, get out of there. I'll click on that relation and delete it. Get out of that relation and delete it. Click on that relation, delete it. And all I want to do is make a new relation that says this line, and this is actually going to be called a silhouette. Maybe, oh, I don't want the face. Get rid of the face. That line there, see what's called silhouette edge? That's going to be where I want to be coincident. Come on. Oh, I didn't do it. All right, try it again. Add relation, supposed to be coincident or collinear. That's good. I'll hit OK. Now I'm ready. So over here on the left side, notice I have this sketch above, and that's okay because all I want to do is something called a revolve cut. So here, oops, I need one more thing. I'm going to add a center line. Actually, I don't need a center line. I could put a center line here, or I don't really need to. All I have to do is go to Features, Revolve Cut. And notice it's trying to revolve around this line here. I really want the line that's the center of this cylinder, but it doesn't show up. So what I want to do to make it show up is go to this triangle here, go to View, go to Display. Yep, not Display. Hide Show, and I want to show the temporary axes. And notice that now it shows up over here. So my line 5 is setting line 5 on this guy. And notice now that you can see the preview is going to make a nice little revolve cut around that axle. There it is. So what I would do, I'm going to have to make that a little bit smaller because, just to find out, it's a 6, 4 1/4. Well, we'll figure it out. The nice thing about SolidWorks, we can come back to this later and figure it out. But I think I want to go a little bit thinner. Oh, it'll be okay. All right, so that's it. That's my axle. So I'll go ahead and save this guy up. And I'll just call it axle. And I'll save it. I'm going to call it semi-axle. Because we're going to call all these semi something, so they'll be in nice, beautiful order. All right, so there's my axle. And now what I'm going to do is make a drawing from part. And this part will be a little bit different. I want to make the front and the right side view, but I also may want to make what's called a detail view. So I'll hit OK. And then I'll go to drawing and model view. Next, I'll create multiple views. I will do the front and the right. And you can see the axle and the profile. I'll hit the OK. Oops, not yet. Scroll down here, make sure I get the things I want. I want hidden lines, and I'll use the scale, which is good. There I have it. Nice and beautiful. I'll pull it down just a touch. And then what I want to do is I want to make a detail view. This is the detail view button. And what I want to do, I'll put the center somewhere in here. It doesn't really matter where exactly. And I'll put it around that part of the drawing, and then I'll bring it up here somewhere. Okay. Now, last thing I'll do, of course, I'll do annotation. I will do model items. I'll do entire model into all the views. I check. And look, it comes in fairly nicely. This 2 1/4, probably, I will probably move that to a different view. So I'll just delete it in this view and zoom in here a little bit. And I'll do smart dimension. I'll just do from, I don't know if I can see this origin. Let's go to view again. Right, show, we'll do origins. There we go. So I'll do from the origin. From the origin. Oh, it doesn't like it. Okay, so what we're going to do instead, we're going to change this guy. Move it over just a touch. And we'll put a 2x there, right? 2x space. All right, and notice it moved the arrow heads to the outside. You can dynamically change that. You can change it on your own by clicking on these little arrows. It doesn't want to put it on the inside, but if it could, it would. I'll move this endpoint to the end there. Oh, come on. I don't know why it's not wanting to move. Let's check. Let's move it beyond that. There we go. All right, so there's that. This guy can actually be a little bit closer. So we'll do that, move it down a touch. And this 0625 is what it should be. We'll put that there, it'll be fine. And we'll put a few more, it doesn't need to be that many, only 4, 0625. And that looks good. And then what we'll do, we can actually get rid of this dimension because we're gonna do it up here. There's a 0.13, and maybe I'll make that outside here. And we'll put 5, because it's an 1/8 inch. And instead of this one here, we could put it up here instead. So I will do smart dimension from here to there. Yeah, let's put it like that. There we have it. Okay, let's move this, make it more beautiful. And there we have it. Beautiful drawing. We'll move this out of the way. Oops, get out of smart dimension. Get rid of this dimension there because it's taken care of down here. We'll move this down just a touch. And we can turn off we can hide show the origins. We don't really need them. Okay, there you have it. The axle. All we have to do now is, of course, right click on sheet format 1. And even if I don't have these, edit sheet format, we're going to put these in there. Name, date. Oh, double click. And then we'll put here, title. And that's just gonna be, I'm just gonna put axle instead of semi-axle. And then I'm gonna put my design name here. And I just keep using Miyoshi design. You would of course put your own there, that would be great. And there we have it. Right click on sheet format 1. Come on, right click on sheet format 1, edit sheet. There we have it. After I did my title block, I noticed I messed up a couple things, or I forgot a couple things. So let's click on this dimension. We want to have more decimal places there, so we'll put that 4 decimal places. And we don't need it here since it's up there, so I'll just click on that guy and delete it. And then the last thing that I forgot is because it's on the extrusion dimension, so it's not really showing up as a dimension, I need to put this guy, the overall length in there. Now, the other thing that I should mention, so I can right click and do select, and I'm done with that. The other thing I should mention is notice that the scale is 1 to 1 here. If I actually want to make the scale bigger, I can click on the view, and notice I can change the A, B, C, whatever letter that needs to be, and I can also change the scale. So if I want to change this to 2 to 1, for instance, I can do that. Click on 2 to 1. That'll make it bigger. It actually makes it probably a little bit easier to read, so I'll just go ahead and leave that at 2 to 1, and then I can go ahead and click and check. Maybe I want to move it up just a touch, so it gets out of the way of the other drawing, or the other views rather, and I might even want to make this view come down a little bit. Do what you can to make things beautiful, and that's always a good thing because you want the reader to be able to read it without having to do any work, without having to do too much work. So again, I'll save this up, save all, and then I will do a save as, and save it as PDF. It's going to ask me, since I already have it, I'll say yes, I want to replace it, because the other one is not as good as this one. And there we have it, the axle for my semi. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Design with Miyoshi.